For 2026, there is no Kia Telluride, but there is for 2027, and this is that all-new model. Let's take a look. As you can see, the design is still big and boxy, but it's also about 50% hungrier than the last Telluride. Just check out the size of that grille. It's absolutely enormous, but what hasn't grown are the lighting elements. They've actually become slimmer and sexier thanks to LED technology, where you can see these are the headlights right there. That's all that's actually needed for a modern LED headlight. Coming around to the side, the big thing is that the Telluride is well bigger than before, nearly 3 inches longer with a longer wheelbase and about a 1-inch height increase for the roof there, so it's definitely roomy on the inside. We don't know all the numbers, but we can read the tea leaves because we have seen the new Hyundai Palisade, and you can bet that dimensionally it's going to be really similar to that Palisade, although we don't know for sure. And that likely means best-in-class headroom, legroom, etc. for pretty much all of the rows. One thing we do know, though, is that we don't get one cool feature from the Palisade, apparently. We don't have a sliding forward and backward third-row seat, but we do get a really big cargo area there in the back, and definitely concept car, Range Rover, Land Rover looks with these really flush lighting modules. We really don't have a whole lot of seams here. It's a really interesting and elegant design that gives me a lot of concept car vibes. Now on the inside, we also see some pretty big changes, so let's take a look there. The interior is a radical departure from anything that we've seen really from Kia for a while. We of course have the two big screens across the dashboard, but we have significantly more interior, premium interior components, a dashboard design that is definitely unique, lots and lots of room, but also intriguingly, this is going to be one of the few Kia models ever sold that has real wood trim inside. The last model that I can think of was the K900 luxury sedan, which didn't last too long, but there are going to be a number of different interior options here. Check out the legroom here. That's what the Telluride is really about. Astronomical legroom. That front seat's almost all the way back in its tracks. You could easily fit tall people in here. And let's check out the third row because you're going to get 8 seats in top-end trims. My knees are a little bit in my chest, but I've got lots of headroom and again, just gobs and gobs of legroom. So if you're looking for one of the biggest, boxiest, and most practical 3-row SUVs in the mainstream segment, you should definitely take a look at the new Kia Telluride. And that's what's always been great about the Telluride, and now it's supersized with the addition of several inches that happen right back there in the second row and third row area. As a young parent myself, well, I'm not that young, but my kid is quite young, I'm really happy to see that we have a lot more second row legroom in this because there are still 3-row SUVs out there, like of course that Toyota Highlander, where you can't easily put a rear-facing child seat, especially for extended rear-facing, in the second row with me driving the vehicle. And this is one of the kind of vehicles that you absolutely can. So if you really want your kids to be rear-facing as long as possible, check out something like this and stay tuned because we will know more about what's going on under the hood later. I expect a 3.5-liter V6. I would also not be surprised if we found a hybrid system lurking under there at some point in the future, but sadly, that has not been explained yet. See all of you later.